and dear viewers, to shed more light on the significance of the international network linking Arab countries and the role of the COVID-19 improving the importance of the ICT sector. We are joined over the phone by Dr. Hany Adel, who is a banking expert. A very good day, Dr. Hany, and Merry Christmas, of course, to all Egyptians here in Egypt, Copts and Muslims.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be with you today.
Dr. Hany, at the beginning of our interview, sir, do you believe that the coronavirus pandemic has contributed to raising awareness towards the importance of field information technology?
Definitely, the coronavirus pandemic helped in create a collective awareness of new ways to proceed forward and to educate people and to communicate socially. That's because of the precautionary measures that applied because of coronavirus pandemic. So different businesses and different entities and governmental entities and even people themselves, they start searching for a new tool to do their job and to do their business and to proceed their business. And these tools and these ways definitely became.
Dr. Hany, sorry to interrupt you. Can you go with your voice higher, please?
Higher? Okay. Now,
thank you so much.
Yeah, I was saying that the pandemic helped in creating a collective awareness of the new ways to do business and to educate people and even to socially communicate between people and each other. And the pandemic helped in producing different tools and different solutions, digital solutions to help people in interacting with themselves and with businesses as well because of the precautionary measures.
Okay, sir, the new administrative capital was chosen as the Arab Digital Capital for 2021. How do you read this, sir?
The new administrative capital, it's not only, we are not building only a new capital and buildings and moving the governmental employees from the old capital to the new capital. We build a new concept. We provide a new tools and automation for proceeding the daily transactions and the daily war between people and the government. We take the new administration capital as a digital capital, and we offer a digital solutions for people to move to the new capital. Also, the Egyptian vision is consists on three very important pillars. These pillars that apply on the new capital. We create digital transformation. We build the capacity and digital skills, and we drive innovation. And this is the three pillars that shaping the Egyptian vision regarding and concerning the new capital. So all these pillars and our focus on the digital transformation helps us to provide a new concept in the new administrative capital.
Okay, Dr. Hany Adel, Minister of Telecommunications and Information Technology, Amr Talat, called other Arab countries to create an international network that links all Arab countries. Would you explain the significance of this international network and what are the procedures Egypt should take to reach this goal?
It's a group of procedures, not only from Egypt's side, it's from Egypt and from other countries, in order to build a very strong infrastructure to link between Arab countries. And this is very important initiative, by the way, because that will improve the trading between countries, the linking between countries, even the transactions, the financial transactions and the banking transactions between countries, between the Arab countries. And it's very important to do that. Being one of the most important countries in the Middle East area, about 15 cable of the international network, that gave Egypt a very important position that helped in creating such Arabian network between Egypt and Arab countries. And I believe that this network will help in people in Arab countries in having different ways to proceed their trading transactions between here in Egypt and other countries, and will create different employment opportunities.
Dr. Hany, different ministries like the Ministry of Culture, that of Tourism and Antiquities, as well as Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research have launched e-initiatives amid the COVID-19 pandemic. How do you perceive those initiatives, sir? Of course, I'd like to add to my question that the questions we've been asking you, sir, are very important as a topic for many people and many viewers to understand more about the e-initiatives and, of course, the interaction through technology, which we gained during the COVID-19, which was an addition, of course, but we're learning more today.
Okay. The pandemic created a very drama in the world overall. So many ministers started to launch.
The Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Antiquities,
yeah,
and the Higher Education and Scientific Research.
Yeah, exactly. They started to launch a new initiative in order to help people to cross this pandemic. For example,
to have more awareness, sir, you mean?
Not only more awareness, but also to offer the services of the minister through digital solutions. Like, for example, let me tell you, for example, the initiative that has been provided by the Ministry of Culture. They call it stay-at-home culture is between your hands. During this initiative, they provide the culture events and culture events, to be online through digital channels like YouTube, like social media. Another initiative from the Ministry of Tourism, they called another initiative called Explore Egypt from Home. They provide the virtual tours to different places here in Egypt through online and virtual tours to people, even if they are not able to come and travel because of the pandemic. They can explore Egypt even from their home. So it's a new concept we have to understand and we have to cope with because of this crisis and pandemic.
Sir, how are different businesses coping with the COVID-19 outbreak crisis?
For example, in the banking field, you can find that there is many initiatives have been launched by the Central Bank of Egypt in order to cope with this pandemic. We launched our national payment network, which is called NISA. We provide more digital solutions for people in order to facilitate their daily financial services and daily their transactions without being need to go to the bank. We increasing the number of POS point of sale machines. There is an initiative from Central Bank to launch 100,000 POS machines, new POS machine during 1 year, and there is another initiative to launch 6,500 new ATM machines. Because of this pandemic, we need to put different solutions and different actions in order to facilitate the people's daily life. On the other hand, you can find that there is a very big booming happening now in the e-commerce. More people are going to e-commerce websites and platforms in order to proceed their purchases. and more businesses are concentrating now on developing their digital infrastructure in order to be able to provide their business to people and taking into consideration the precautionary measures.
Okay, sir. Dr. Hany, Adel, banking expert, do you think that the internet usage that has started to penetrate all sorts of business activities and domains is expected to reflect on people's behavior or on any of the recently booming businesses like sports coaching, for example, especially that a lot of people have found more flexibility and convenience in alternating, in restoring to online stepping or set-ups rather?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't hear your voice.
Okay. Sir, do you think that the internet's usage that has started to penetrate all sorts of business activities and domains is expected to reflect on people's behavior or on any of the recently booming businesses like sports coaching, for example, especially that a lot of people have found more flexibility and convenience alternating and resorting to online setups?
Yeah, we are talking about digital transformation and digitalization for services and products, and we talking about e-initiatives, and all these elements depends on internet. So the internet will be the main element that will change people's lifestyle and ways thinking and even ways of doing their business and their daily job. So the internet not only for enjoyment or something like that, it became the main source for proceeding the daily life transactions, especially in this digital era.
Okay, sir, nailing and pointing out a very important issue. Do you think, from your own perspective towards the internet, which changed lately, especially among those all older generations, in other words, have those people started, or not these people, the elderly people, have they started to adapt to the recent methods that they used to reject in the past, like, for example, online meetings?
Yeah, definitely they are adopting now.
They're getting acquainted?
Changes. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard to adopt in the beginning, but they found that it's easy for them to interact with the new platforms, the digital platforms, and especially in because of this pandemic. Now you find that old people, they are doing their meetings online. They are booking their airlines or booking their whatever things they are doing that online. They are booking taxis and car rides online. They are buying through e-commerce platforms. So they accept the change and they deal with it. And it will take some time in order to develop their way of interaction with the digital platforms. But by all means, they accept.
They will get acquainted. Sir, of course, as long as you get longer, it's more older, it's more difficult to get the information. But at hard times and the times of crisis, it's a must and there's no way out. Sir, how are the internet service providers dealing with a spike in demand on the service?
Actually, they need to develop their infrastructure more. We have already developed the internet infrastructure, and we launched last year our satellite, which will be focused on the internet service TIBA 1, and that will help people and will help businesses and the government as well in dealing with the internet and the digital platforms. But also the internet providers, they need to enhance their services. They need to develop the company's infrastructure, and they need to offer different solutions that cover different needs. It's not about only infrastructure. It's also about the consumer who is dealing with the service. We need to provide different services that match their needs.
Okay, Dr. Hany, Adel, a banking expert, finally, in your opinion, how can we help people to rationalize their internet usage, although I'm not one of those that think it's possible at this time when we're facing a pandemic and we're facing hard times and we have to stay home, take our precautionary measures. So internet usage, you have it's out of your hands, but you have to increase your usage. However, I'll give you the cue to tell me the answer and your opinion that is it possible to rationalize the internet usage?
Actually, I don't believe that we can rationalize the internet usage.
You don't believe? I beg your pardon. You don't believe?
No, I think we are encouraging people to depend on digital solutions. And
on what, sir? Sorry.
We are encouraging people to depend on digital solutions and digital platforms, and that will increase their usage of the internet.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are increasing the usage of the platforms and digital platforms, that will increase also the usage of the internet. So how can we rationalize the usage if we are encouraging people to depend on that?
Exactly. So I have the same opinion that you have, and wrapping up this wonderful interview, sir, that gave us a lot of informative knowledge. I thank you so much, Dr. Hany Adel, a banking expert, for joining us over the phone.